Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am so excited to be bringing you my very first Christmas in July video of my series for 2024. Oh my goodness, I have three pieces for you. They all turned out so adorable. You're going to have a hard time choosing. Let's jump right in. Starting out with the apple barrel in the matte white and the golden sunset. We are back on our cardboard, and I have one of the Dollar Tree 14-inch wreath rounds. I have some of this mesh material from Dollar Tree as well. I have some of the burlap that came out this season for 4th of July. I have it in red. I have some red felt from Dollar Tree and also some of their black faux leather. Oh my goodness, this one is super cute. I had an idea in my head what I wanted it to look like, but then made changes as we went along. So I'm starting out with wrapping it in this red felt, and I'm going to cut my felt down into strips because I can get a lot more use from it as opposed to just trying to wrap it in that one big piece. If you cut it into strips, it's going to go further. And I'm wrapping this for two reasons. One, because I don't want that wreath brown to show through when I wrap it in the burlap. And two, because you guys know, you try to wrap burlap around one of these wreath rounds, it's going to go through, it's going to seep through that burlap, it is going to burn your fingers, all of the things. So we're not on that today. We're not trying to burn our fingers. So we are going to wrap it in the felt, which is going to give our burlap something to stick to and keep us from getting our fingers burnt. So I need to cut this burlap in half just like I did the felt. And I just pulled that center piece of string or a piece of burlap out, and that gave me a nice line so that I could cut straight. So that's just a little tip if you didn't already know that. So I'm wrapping this around, adding little dots of glue where I need to. I usually add a dot at the beginning, and then I don't add any more until the end unless there's a problem and it's poking up or something. So we're just going to get this secured down with our hot glue. Cut away any strays of burlap that might be sticking up. And now that we have that all done, I am going to measure out the belt with this faux black leather. Now look at the footprint. What in the world? This is a brand new roll. I have not opened this roll until just now. So yeah, what's up with the footprint? Yeah, we're just gonna roll that up, put that away. I didn't use that portion of it, but I guarantee you, when I pull this back out, I will be hitting that with a sanitary wipe because I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, we're making Santa's belt wreath. That is what we're doing today. And I cut out my belt, as you could see. And now I'm just going to take a piece of cardboard and I'm going to make my belt buckle. Really, I just cut out what looks like to me to be a window, like a window pane, and it works as a belt buckle. That's the easiest way I could think to do it. So we're just going to freehand that on the cardboard, trim it down with the scissors, and then get those two center squares cut out using my X-Acto knife. And my first idea with this was to just go ahead and paint it in that apple barrel sunset, golden sunset, but it looked more like mustard once I painted it, and I didn't like it. So I didn't end up keeping it that way. What I did was I covered it in some jute cord, and I like that better. So here you see me just taking my cardboard and I'm freehanding my H and O because of course this is Santa's belt. We're going to have to put ho, ho, ho on it. So I just freehanded those and cut those out, and I'm giving them a really kind of thick and rough dry brush, if that makes any sense at all. Because I want the cardboard to show through. I feel like it looks rustic. I feel like it looks like wood. So that's why I'm doing it. You guys can do yours any way you want if you decide to make this DIY, but you know I love rustic, farmhouse, weathered, distressed, all of the things. I just really like it. I know people are saying farmhouse is not a thing anymore. It will always be a thing for me. So if you love farmhouse like I do, this is your channel. This is where you want to be. So I just covered the belt buckle in the jute cord because I just didn't like that mustard yellow. I thought it would be more of a gold, and it really wasn't. So now I'm just going to hot glue my words together, my letters together to form my word. And I'm just doing them haphazardly. They're not lined up any certain way. One is kind of low. I'm doing a high-low kind of thing. And then the one in the middle will be lined up evenly. I'm going to take some of this mesh and make a bow. I thought this was so cute with the little white dots on it that look like snowflakes. Perfect for Santa's belt. And because I love rustic, as you well know, we just talked about that, I'm going to add some burlap. And I'm going to use the natural color and also the green. And this is what we're going to make our bow with. Stack it all together like I always do. Pinch it in the middle and tie it off with some jute cord. And I did go back and add tails on. In the beginning, I didn't think I was going to want them because the bow seemed so big, but I did end up adding some tails on. I'd like to take this time to say thank you to everyone watching this video today. I am so happy and blessed to have you here. To any new subscribers that are here with me today, thank you for choosing Dee's Cute and Crafty. I'm so happy to have you. And to my ride or dies that have been with me since the beginning of my journey, love you guys so much. And I'm happy to have you as well. So we're just going to loop that belt through the buckle, and this is typically the way you do a buckle. It looks like that, but I decided, because you know me, I got to be different. I decided to loop it the other way because I wanted to see more of the jute cord. I wanted to see more of that rustic detail, so I switched it up. So I'm just going to hot glue this to the wreath, and then we will get our letters added, get our words added. Trimming off any of that faux leather that I don't need. And I'm just going to slide my belt down a little bit, my buckle down a little bit, and then hot glue my ends. I do love that I did not glue that buckle because you could slide it and make sure it's centered the way you want it. And then I'm just going to put my words on. Just kind of looking at it, getting placement the way I want it, and adding my bow to the top. And then we're just going to hot glue this down. This came out so pretty, you guys. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. But is it my favorite of the three that I'm going to show you today? It's not. If you want to know which one is my favorite, you're going to have to keep watching. And as always, I need you to comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite of the three. So because the belt was a little bit flimsy, I decided we needed to do something about that. So I'm adding a paint stir stick to the back, just stapling that in place to give my belt some security. And then we're going to add that bow on. And then you can see I added some tails. And here is the reveal of this DIY, all cute and ready to be displayed for the holiday season. I love this. I do. But again, as I said, it's not my favorite. So keep watching. I'll show you guys which one is. You guys, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. That lets YouTube share me out more. Moving on to DIY number 2, I've got some frosted greenery. Going to be doing some hand lettering. I have one of these, I don't know, wood balls that I got from Hobby Lobby. Came in a pack of maybe 4 to 6. I have one of the Dollar Tree wood round signs. I'll be using my burnt sienna marker and some other markers that I've purchased. I have some of the Dollar Tree fabric that looks like lamb's wool to me in that burnt sienna color. We're still on our cardboard. Yes, I got a new shipment in, Linda. My sister Linda said, "What? No cardboard? Honey, it's back. I just had to put out an order for some other things. I use it so much it was getting low. But I'm back." So we got cardboard because we'll be using that as well. I'm going to take this little ball and put it on one of my wood dowels and just give it a coat of that ruby red paint by Hello Hobby. And I'm going to take my burnt sienna marker and I'm just going to go around the edges of this sign. I love these signs that Dollar Tree came out with. Pretty much the work is done for you. It's rustic. It's got the barnwood look or the shiplap look, whichever one that is. It's got beads on it already. It's almost 50% to 60% done for you. So I'm just going to go around the edge of that and set that to the side. And here you see me freehanding some antlers. This is my idea of antlers on this cardboard because we've moved on from Santa to Rudolph. We are making 3 door hangers. Guess which one the third one is? We've got Santa, we've got Rudolph. Who's missing? Stick around so you can find out. All right, so I've got my antlers done. And now I'm going to just cover them in this fabric. I thought it was perfect for these antlers. It's so pretty. It's fuzzy and I like it. So I'm just going to add some hot glue to the cardboard. And we're going to cover the front and the back. After I add the hot glue to the cardboard, I flip it over onto the fabric and press it down. And when it dries, I just trim it out. And it is ready to go. Now for the DIY, you'll see that I only made the 2 antlers, but in the either the reveal or the glam shot, I'm not sure where I put it, you'll see that I actually made 2 more little pieces because I felt like it was sparse. I felt like the antlers weren't full enough, so I made a little bit more and added them, and you'll see that at some point in this video. So we're just going to trim those out, and then I'm going to go back around that cardboard, around the edges, and I'm going to lift up and see where I need to add more glue and press that down. And then I'm going to pinch my edges together so that you don't see that cardboard. This was such a cute one too. Oh my goodness. And just easy. As you can see, it's not hard at all. And I love crafting with cardboard. You guys know I'm a sucker for some cardboard all day long. I just feel like I'm getting something for free. So I freehanded the word Rudolph. And of course, we're going to use that big red ball we just painted for the O and for his nose. Going back in with my red marker. And I'm just going to go over my pencil so that we can see it. Doing my faux calligraphy that I like, making the downward strokes thicker. I just think it's pretty and it stands out more with the faux calligraphy, so I do it often. And there we have it. And now I'm just going to use some wood glue and some hot glue to place the O, or his nose, in the center. Just going to press down and hold for a little bit. And now I'm going to attach the antlers to the top of my sign or my door hanger, and I'm going to use some hot glue, but also I felt like to secure it a little more, I would need to put some staples. So I did staple it as well. Pulling off my greenery pieces and trimming off those thicker ends. And we're going to use that at the top just to give it more color. I love how this turned out. I cannot say it enough. It's so cute. I really hope you guys will recreate these for your holiday season. You don't have to do it right now, but isn't this wonderful? You get all this inspiration in July, and you have all that time from now until maybe November to gather your supplies, and then you're ready to start crafting. Good idea, you guys. Right now, Dollar Tree is beginning to put out their fall flowers, which are absolutely gorgeous. Thank you to the subscriber that told me or gave me the heads up that Dollar Tree was starting to put out their fall florals, because she knows that I'm crafting fall for my wedding. So yes, I did go out and pick up some things, and I was so happy to find all of the beautiful flowers and leaves that they have out this season. So I'm going over the staples with a little bit of my burnt sienna by, I think it's Apple Barrel or Deco. But you guys, you really don't have to do that. You could add a little dab of hot glue and then cover it with some of the fabric. That fabric is so forgiving. Once you blend it in, you will never see it. Ask me how I know. Because when I added on my second pair of antlers, that's how I did it. I just covered it with the fabric, the staples, I just cover it with the fabric. So you don't see my extra antlers here in the glam shot for this, but you will see that in the reveal that I added some more on. It just felt a little sparse. It was too spaced out in the middle, and I needed something more. But how cute is he? Moving on to DIY number 3 and the final one of this video, we have some pillow stuffing. We have some jute cord, ribbon of choice. I will not be using that little snowflake that I showed you. We have a carrot. We've got the white paint by Apple Barrel and the black paint by Hello Hobby, and tons of cardboard. So I have one of the chargers from Dollar Tree. Actually, I have more than one, but I am using one of my Dollar Tree chargers to give me a big round circle. And I left the bottom square. You can see the line of the circle, but I left the bottom square, and I left a long piece at the top, and you'll see why that's going to be handy in just a little bit. And because the cardboard that I used already had flaps on it, but I wanted that big piece, I just chose to use it anyway. And I'm going to just make some more lines to make it look like it's supposed to be this way. Since those flaps were already indented and there was really nothing I could do about it to get that line out of there, I just added some more lines to it. And that way it looks like a piece of wood. And I dry brushed it with my Apple Barrel matte white paint. And I left some of the cardboard showing through. You guys already know why. And then I took some more of that cardboard and I cut out these little circles. These are going to be the eyes and the mouth for Frosty. Yes, we had to do it. We're making Frosty the Snowman. Then I also took another piece of cardboard and I cut out another circle, but you should cut it in a half. Do a half circle. My circle was a little bit bigger than a half circle, and I realized I didn't need it to be that big, and I ended up cutting it down anyway to a half circle. So you're going to make one big circle, and then you're going to, well, make two big circles. Oh my gosh, I'm making this harder than it has to be. Make two big circles, keep one whole, cut one in half. There we go. I'm taking this really pretty buffalo check red and white paper from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to use my Jot glue stick and glue that down to my cardboard. And then the little edge where it didn't cover, I just pasted that together, pieced it together, and glued it down as well. It's very seamless. You can't even tell. So I'm going to take my white fluffy yarn and some of the thicker jute twine, and I'm going to make a huge pom-pom. So I'm going to take my piece of cardboard and I'm just going to wrap and wrap and wrap. And I'm using both because I want a little bit of that rustic feel in the pom-pom. So now that that's done, you wrap it around and then you pull it off and tie it off in the middle and then cut your loops and you've got your pom-pom. I also took another piece of that cardboard and I made the brim of the hat. Just a long piece with rounded ends to make the brim of this hat. And here are my little circles or little discs that I cut out of cardboard. And I painted them with that black paint. I gave him his eyes and I put some little white dots just to give his eyes some light, to make him actually look like he's looking at something instead of being just all black. And I didn't like that look. So always give your snowman's eyes a little bit of light. So here you see me placing my greenery, just getting an idea of what I want it to look like. And I'm not going to use that wooden snowflake. I ended up not wanting it because it didn't add what I wanted it to this DIY. I needed a pop of color. So I'm going to use 3 red small bells in place of the snowflake, and it's going to look like 3 little berries. So right now I'm just hot gluing down the eyes and the mouth and the carrot, getting his face together. I love that this looks like wood. I love that this is a huge piece. Oh my goodness, it's so big. I didn't even measure it. I should have measured it for you guys. It's big. But again, it's not something that can go outside because it's cardboard. But I have a door, like a screen door, and then my door. So I don't have to worry. It hangs in between 2 doors. It's not going to get wet. And I went a little crazy with the glue because around the edges that hang off the hat, didn't need it. And definitely on the back of the hat, went crazy with the glue. There were areas that I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just so excited about this. There were areas on the back of the hat that didn't even touch the snowman's head, so it didn't need glue. So here you see, I've glued it to the table. Yes, I have. And I can't get it off. I had to cut it off. There we go. Yeah. So here we're adding the batting. Try not to get burnt. I used my snowflake ribbon and made a bow, and I kept that little corner of the bottom piece of the snowman sign to glue my bow, and I cut the rest away. How cute is he? Look how big and substantial this piece is. I mean, it's huge. I love this so much. And yes, he is my favorite of the 3. You guys knew it had to be Frosty. He is my favorite of the 3 pieces that I'm bringing you today, simply because he is so big. It's mainly all cardboard, so easy to do, very cost effective. Here's the reveal of everything that I made for you guys today. I hope you'll recreate some of these. They turned out amazing. And give Rudolph another look. I distressed the wood on that one. And there's the extra little pieces of antler that I thought he needed. And I like that so much better. It looks fuller. And Santa's belt is just sweet. Love this. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy you stopped by. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all the things that help my channel grow. And until I see you in my next video, you guys know what I need from you. I need you to be blessed, stay safe, and craft something beautiful today, you guys. Bye.